What's up, YouTube? This is JB Panther back with a video. And today's video is actually a DC news update video. Again, I'm going to talk about this because this is very, very important because this kind of changes the whole DCU and just Hollywood in general. So, this is going to be a little bit longer than normal expected. I just want to give you guys a heads up, but I feel like this is very important because everybody, at least in the superhero world, is talking about it. So let's dive deep into it right now. Again, I will put the link in the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. So it says Superman reboot with a potential Black Man of Steel is on the way from Ta-Nehisi Coates. And it talks about how, they're going to make Superman black because of this and that. And Black Panther made a bunch of money, this and that, this and that. So pretty much J.J. Abrams and Ta-Nehisi Coates are going to be making a black Superman. And I do think, in this talk, people say John Boyega should do it, this person should do this, blah, blah. And here's the thing, right? I'm going to give you my thoughts, right? My personal opinion, right? If they do it like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where it's like, okay, you got Kal-El and Kevin, the two black superheroes from a different parallel world, and you bring them, and try to let the people know, it's like, okay, this is a Superman, but he's from a different parallel world, blah, 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 and you kind of set that message straight, instead of just saying, oh, we're going to make Clark Kent black and put him in Kansas, you feel me? That's something I'm very, very against, you feel me? Because I'm just like, first of all, this feels pandering as hell, just to be honest with you, right? Because it just seems like, all right, well, Black Panther made a bunch of money. We got to try to capitalize off the African-American market, like African-Americans like me and other black people as well. But then the problem is it going to be genuine? Are it going to be authentic about it? Is it going to be pandering as hell? It feels like it's very, very pandering. Also, the problem is, Hollywood's very, very racist and hypocritical because they'll be like, oh, here's your black Superman, but they'll put like the white Superman overseas because they feel like it can't sell like that, you feel me? So that's another problem that they're realizing as well. And also the problem is, are people even going to show up to movie theaters during this time, you feel me? Because a lot of movie theaters are closed, so I'm really curious, like a lot of mom and pop. AMC will be okay, but just think about all these theaters. So if they have all these theaters closed, how are you going to make $1 billion and justify all the recklessness, you feel me, the wokeness, or whatever you want to call it, right? And it just feels like, it feels like Hollywood's pandering. It feels like, also part of it, you're in Biden's America, so people are a lot more, I guess, a lot more motivated to be more, quote unquote, woke, or whatever you want to call it, more progressive. And it seems like that when it comes to Hollywood, they realize, okay, a lot of these corporations, they're like, all right, in the next 15 to 20 years, America's going to be a lot more diverse, so let's pander right now and be on the right side of history and make a bunch of money. And that's just what it seems like, because also the problem is right now, I think another issue that DC and Marvel's facing with is an identity crisis, kind of, because number one, I told you before, WandaVision, I saw the news episode, I'm definitely not reviewing it here, but I feel like DC and Marvel has just smelling their own farts for ever. And the thing is, I think My Hero Academia season 5 is really making them pissy right now, really scary, or very intimidated, because I'm just like, bruh, why are you guys doing all this a month before My Hero Academia Season 5? I'm just really curious because you guys could announce all this stuff during the lockdowns. Because honestly, if they just did all this foolishness during the lockdowns, I kind of would have been accepting of it. But you're just doing this a month before My Hero Academia literally comes out, less than a month, right? So, and also the problem is, if you guys don't know, DC and Marvel, they get a lot of heat because they're not diverse enough. They have nothing but white male or white female superheroes and stuff like that. So people call them out a lot more. And now they're trying to, be like, oh, we're now diverse and stuff like that. I'm like, why weren't you guys diverse from the beginning? You feel me? I can see why Yoda Hoshi, the creator of My Hero Academia, is like, listen, I remember I read in an interview a while back, he says, there's none of these superheroes look like me. And he's like, all right, since DC and Marvel's not going to give me any Japanese or Asian type superheroes, I'm going to make my own. And that's why he created My Hero Academia. And honestly, that was the smartest business decision, the smartest passionate decision ever. Because right now, My Hero Academia doesn't go through the same stuff that Marvel and DC is. Number one, if you be honest with you, if you're in Biden's America, if you're white or a white man or white woman, especially if you're conservative, you are screwed. And they know they're like, okay, we gotta try to pander, we gotta try to make a bunch of money, we gotta try doing this and that. But honestly, the Black Superman thing just feels pandering. It just feels like a guaranteed cash grab. And Michael B. Jordan talked about this like a couple years ago. Remember, they were on him about him possibly being Black Superman. I mean, he talked about he'll do it if it was a different parallel world and stuff like that. But now you can't really say anything. And I did see people being outraged, but a lot of people say if they just do Calvin or Kalon, people will be okay with it. And also the people who are just outraged and going all crazy and just, right now, like Geeks and Gamers and all the big, conservative, like geek nerdy website, or I guess channels are all freaking out and stuff like that. Honestly, the way they're still bitching, complaining, they're going to go see it. They are. It's just facts. It's just outrage culture and stuff like that. And I understand from a business point of view, try to get all the views and, and stuff, monetize and stuff like that. But overall, I'm not going to be losing sleep over this, you feel me? And honestly, I tell a lot of these people, right? A lot of these people who are very nitpicky about woke Hollywood, I just say jump into the anime and manga scene. That's really it, man. Like, I don't know how to explain this, because this is not going to be the last time we hear about a black type Superman. They're probably going to do a black Batman. They'll probably do a black Wonder Woman. I wouldn't be surprised in the future, because they're trying to be like, all right, let's check all the boxes. They did this with Supergirl, like, I don't think I did a video about it, but if you don't know, Warner Bros., they announced Supergirl to be Latino and stuff like that in the Flash movie. I didn't do a whole video about it because everybody was getting outraged and getting outrage culture. But you also got to realize is that they're trying to be diverse in the most pandering BS way ever. And honestly, I can smell the BS. You feel me? So again, we'll see what happens. A lot of people on Twitter are outraged about it. I'm not outraged about it. I'm just like, hey, we'll see what happens. I tell the people who are really tired of the superhero or just Hollywood in general, just jump into the anime and manga scene, because as anime and manga fans, we don't gotta go through any of this stuff. And also, you gotta realize you're in America, you're in Hollywood, you're under Biden's leadership. You're gonna have a lot more social justice type messaging in these movie, TV properties, where, like, let's say Japan, right? They just tell a story, people like it, they like it. You feel me? That's just what it is. They don't got to deal with all the American, like, woke Twitter outrage BS. And a lot of countries are going to deal with that as well. I think a lot of it's really America, because just being outraged and being pissed off at everything. And also the thing is as well is that a lot of people, at least in our country, a lot of people are locked down. So this is going to blow up a lot bigger than it would normally would. You know what I mean? If people are just working, getting, not on Twitter, on social media, even people working from home, they can just look through their phones like, oh, Black Superman coming out. Okay, wow, all right, that's a big deal. That's a huge step. But again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you guys excited for this? I'm not excited for this. I need more information about it. I feel like they're doing it because they need because right now they got J.J. Abrams on that $500 million contract, and they got to use him for something. And it just shows you, I think, Henry Cavill, I think he's out. They said they haven't announced it, but I think he's pretty much out. If they got Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams to direct it and stuff like that. So, again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace, and have a great day, and take care. And again, I did tell you guys it was going to be a very, very pretty longer video. It's not going to be like a 5-second video. So, that's really it. Take care, and bye. We'll see what happens.